Port Charles is in for a whirlwind of changes, heartbreak, reinvention, and unexpected romance, all wrapped around the return of a fan-favorite character to center stage. With Kirsten Storms debuting a brand new look that's turning heads across social media and Maxie Jones finally receiving the kind of storyline longtime viewers have been begging for, General Hospital is once again proving why it dominates daytime drama. Buckle up, because the next chapter in Maxie's saga is more emotional, mysterious, and daring than anything she's ever faced. The daytime world was buzzing when Kirsten Storms debuted a dramatic new look in late April, a chic bob with edgy layers and bold platinum streaks, matched with a more fashion-forward wardrobe that leans into fierce, confident businesswoman energy. On-set photos leaked to fan pages sparked speculation. Is Maxie undergoing a career renaissance? A romantic revival? Or is this just the calm before an explosive storm? Kirsten, known for her vulnerability and humor on screen, has never been afraid to reinvent herself. After taking time off in 2021 for health reasons, she stepped back into Maxie's shoes with fire and clarity. But now, with this latest transformation, it's clear the writers are preparing Maxie to take center stage in a high-stakes, emotionally charged storyline that could rival the greatest GH arcs of the last decade. Maxie's storyline kicks off with a surprise job offer from someone unexpected, Valentine Cassadine. After the fall of ELQ's Paris division, Valentine wants to launch a new digital fashion platform in Port Charles. With Deception recovering from Lucy's legal mess and Sasha stepping away to heal, Maxie is the perfect candidate to helm a sleek, socially conscious brand that mixes glamour with grit. But just as Maxie starts weighing the offer, she receives a visit from someone claiming to know Nathan's mother, Liesl Albrecht, a woman from Liesl's past who holds a secret that could change Maxie's life forever. The woman, Ingrid Steiner, reveals that she once worked alongside Liesl in a Swiss laboratory where experiments weren't just scientific, they were personal. She hands Maxie a USB drive and tells her to be careful who she trusts. Then she vanishes. Maxie waits until late that night to watch the contents of the USB. Her hands shake as she clicks play. A hidden video file shows Liesl and a young man who looks eerily similar to Nathan. But it's not Nathan. It's someone younger. The footage shows Liesl conducting what appears to be DNA testing, speaking softly to herself in German. Maxie, fluent in just enough German from her time with Spinelli, translates the captions as best she can. The second child must never be known. One heart must be broken to save the other. Maxie is stunned. Could Liesl have hidden the existence of another son? A twin? A clone? This is General Hospital, after all, where nothing is too far-fetched. Maxie begins digging into old records, desperate for answers. But before she can go public, Valentine warns her. Be careful. Whatever Liesl was protecting, it was worth killing for. As Maxie's world begins to spiral, help comes from an unexpected place, Damien Spinelli. Having spent months in Austin tracking cybercrime rings, Spinelli returns just in time to help Maxie decrypt more of the files from the USB. The reunion is emotional and possibly romantic. Maxie, still reeling from Austin's death and her failed romance with Nathan, isn't sure she's ready for love. But Spinelli's loyalty, warmth, and brilliant mind prove irresistible. He also brings back someone else, Georgie, now a teenager, who's starting to resemble her grandmother Felicia in both looks and attitude. Georgie stumbles across a name buried in Liesl's encrypted notes, Project Morgenstern. It sounds like a sci-fi thriller, but it's very real and very dangerous. Digging into the project reveals a shocking connection. Victor Cassadine was the architect behind Project Morgenstern, a decades-old program designed to create a perfect heir, using selective genetics. Liesl was one of the scientists recruited to work on the project under false pretenses. When she learned what Victor was doing, she tried to sabotage it, and fled with one of the children. That child was Nathan. But there was a second embryo, kept in stasis. According to the files, that embryo was never destroyed. It was adopted out through a black market agency, and now that child would be in their 20s. Maxie is hit with a terrifying thought. She may have a half-brother, or a genetic clone of Nathan, alive somewhere, possibly manipulated by the remnants of Victor's network. Soon, a new figure arrives in Port Charles, Damian Black, a brooding tech mogul with ties to several Cassadine shell companies. He's enigmatic, powerful, and has an eerie resemblance to Nathan, but colder, sharper, and clearly dangerous. Maxie immediately senses something is wrong. Spinelli, using his hacking skills, confirms the impossible. Damian Black's DNA matches Nathan's almost perfectly. Maxie confronts Damian, who doesn't deny the truth. I am what was left behind. What your Liesel tried to erase. But you, Maxie Jones, you're the one they feared most. The one who can finish what they started. While juggling the growing threat from Damian Black, Maxie is pulled into a new crisis, Bailey's custody battle. Brooklyn, overwhelmed by her career and the threat from the Corinthos enemies, asks Maxie to take temporary custody of Bailey again, but Valentine, now wary of everyone, objects. The custody case explodes when Damian Black offers to buy out Deception in exchange for Maxie's silence. He wants her to stop investigating Morgenstern and threatens to expose Brooklyn's past baby switch scheme in court if Maxie doesn't comply. Maxie refuses. She's been through too much, lost too many people. She stands her ground in court and makes a stirring speech about motherhood, loss, and legacy that has the entire courtroom in tears. The judge grants her temporary custody of Bailey, and Maxie earns back the respect of everyone in Port Charles. With danger circling and the past unraveling, Maxie and Spinelli finally give in to what fans have wanted for years, a heartfelt, long overdue kiss. Spinelli, always the romantic, tells her, "From the first moment I saw you, Maximista, I knew you were the spark in every storm. And now, I finally feel like we're both standing in the sun." The pair begin to rebuild their family, not just for themselves, but for their kids. Georgie, Bailey, and James find joy in the new family dynamic, even as Damian Black looms over their happiness like a shadow. The final episodes of May Sweep Week end with a shocking cliffhanger. Damian Black corners Maxie in the Deception office and reveals his ultimate plan, to use her to unlock the final phase of Project Morgenstern. What he didn't count on was Maxie's resilience and her connections. In the episode's final scene, Maxie calls someone from her past.
Hi.
I need your help. It's about Victor and Nathan. The camera pans to Jason Morgan, standing in a dark alley, phone in hand. I'm on my way. Kirsten Storm's new look is symbolic of the journey ahead. This is not the same Maxie. She's no longer the comic relief or the weepy widow. She's a warrior, a mother, and a woman willing to risk everything for the people she loves and the truth she needs to find. From twisted Cassadine secrets to long-buried scientific horrors, Maxie's next chapter is set to be one of the most powerful storylines GH has offered in years.